Welcome back to another chapter. I'm going to start off by showing you the more part. So the more part is this is a large paint stick. And what we did is we glued two of the paint sticks to the end and cut a notch. And that's to reach into the oven and pull the grill out, or push the grill in, or grab something that has fallen underneath the oven and pull that out. These sticks have such a good handle, so we're creating all sorts of tools for them. And then if you want to measure your steak or your pizza pie or something like that. The other one is the pint sticks. Glued two of them together, and I molded them into the shape of a spoon. Glued them together, and then sharpened the end. And this is a letter opener. So what you do is you get your letter, you lay it, or the bill, you lay it on the table, and then you can, if your table didn't move, there we go. Okay, well that's not working very well. There we go. It is a little easier when you don't have the camera in front of you for some of these things. So if you wanted to try this side, I guess I need to sharpen a little bit. Oh well, that's okay. You might want to sharpen the sides a little bit more than just the front, because I'm wanting to pull on it, and when I pull, that part here isn't sharp enough. So file that down, sand that down, so when you pull this way, you can open that up. Not a fail, just learn something more. Okay. So we're going to change this wood into spoons. So some of the basic supplies, glues, clamps, measuring tools, cutting devices, those kinds of things. Yeah, here we go. Before we start, here's a little bit more. Here's one of those little plastic hooks you get from the hardware store. And we used a handle from a big paint stick, put a hole in it, coat hook. Here's just a broken piece of wood. It didn't bend very well. We would cut that, maybe cut that at an angle, put some screws or hot glue that or epoxy that in there to make another handle, another hook, and then put a hole in it. So we're going to convert these to these. So, like other chapters, you want to look at the grain of your stick. See how the grain, there's almost kind of looks like a knot hole here. When you go to bend them, those will be the weak spots. Same with this one. Some of these others, see how the grain goes long grain? You don't see it go across the stick. This one kind of goes at a 45. Oh, yeah, here we go. You see how that kind of broke at a 45? If you were to pressure this one into breaking. Oh, that happened to be where the knot is. And let's try to break this one. I mean, we can. But there's quite a bit more force. See the difference in that? There we go. So you do want to be able to use all your sticks. Just use these knotty sticks for when you need a straight project. Use these long grain for the bending. So let's skip to this part here. We soak the sticks overnight or longer. In this particular case, we bent the sticks between two spoons. I don't really think there is much advantage to that. It was just a testing. And that's really what I wish you to do is, you could follow my lead, which I would really love. But if you want to, go for it. Test, be inventive, be creative, whatever it takes. So, a pencil. So to create the spoons, you want to, you bent them, you soaked them, you bent them, they dried. You put them in whatever kind of shape you want. You run a line along here. You move that away. You put glue along this side of the line. Pinch it back to the line that you want. And then clamp it and let it glue. Let it dry. This one here was bent with 3 pieces. And it's not always perfect. But this one, as you, 3 means that you can spread it out wider. And the third one helps connect all 3 of them together. So this one I did 2 on the back and 1 in the middle. You wouldn't want to eat a whole bunch of soup with these. You could try it, but you wouldn't want them to soak in the water a long time. This one was just bent in a larger spoon. We're going to get to in a minute. So one thing you can do, you see how some of them are a little flat and some of them are curved up a little bit more. So what you can do is when you glue these up and draw your line for the gluing mark, you pinch it here and you spread it out here, but you can bend these up just a little bit. When you go to reclamp, then, sometimes you might have to clamp it and then get some rubber bands and kind of force these 2 pieces to come together at the top. See how kind of I am spreading those apart? That gives you a bigger lip on either side for the spoon effect. Otherwise, if you just go flat, it doesn't quite give it as much. So practice with that. Practice makes perfect. I do want you to make some mistakes, but see how that you pinch this end allows you to cup it more in the middle to make a spoon. If you do find pieces in your packs that are a little darker, I like to save those out for pieces that really want to jump out, to stand out. Once these are oiled up, which I used oil, sand, once they're all dry sand, and then I oiled them up, that'll make that dark one jump out really, really nicely. These others in the middle were done with a larger stick. So like a spatula, salad, tongs, salad spoon. Get in there, turn it all around.